It is 3:30 a.m. where I am, and I'm just getting ready to head out on an outdoor adventure. And I wanted to share a pro tip with the outdoors ladies out there. I find braiding my hair is super practical when I head outdoors. I could braid it, leave it in for days, and it's no muss, no fuss, and it still looks cute. So I wanted to share that with the ladies out there. If you can, braid your hair. It helps keep it low maintenance. Can't be a high maintenance lady in the outdoors. So I'm about to hit the road, and as my vehicle warms up, it is -7 here, I thought I'd share a bit of a funny story with you guys. I have driven the same vehicle for quite a while, and as you can see, it's very mild out. It is a Ford, and I have neglected it very much through my times of survival. This vehicle has done so much for me. It has got me through being homeless and many, many great outdoor adventures. I literally have neglected this vehicle, and it is still going strong. As you can see, it is very, very mild out, but it is still running and it is still doing great. So I hear a lot of people complain about Ford, and I must say, just from my personal experience with this vehicle, I cannot complain. This vehicle has been amazing. I will be getting a different one soon. Hopefully the same vehicle, just a little bit newer, because I must say this vehicle has been great with my lifestyle and getting me through a lot of treacherous times. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I will be sharing more throughout my videos with the adventures and the things that my vehicle and I have been through. But this is worth a good chuckle. Over 420,000 kilometers on this thing. That's pretty amazing. It's gonna walk right up to me. Lovely. I like big bucks, and I cannot lie. Well, the sun is coming out nicely. I haven't had breakfast yet, so I found a beautiful spot to stop and enjoy some breakfast. And of course, explore around a little bit. Obviously, there's snow here. Where I was driving from, there was no snow. Let's see if I can make it down this hill without falling, because it's pretty slippery. Oh yeah. This is a dam. There's good fishing here. It's nice to see sand even though there's snow on the ground. I love the feeling of sand beneath my feet. Maybe not so much in the wintertime. The temperature dropped quite a bit. It is now minus 14 where I am. Still a beautiful day. So I'm gonna head back up to the bench and prepare some breakfast. So preparing breakfast was really quite easy. I had a couple hard-boiled eggs that I made up before I left, so I peeled them with some cottage cheese and a couple pieces of rye crackers. I don't eat bread, and what I'm gonna do now is add some Himalayan salt and some pepper to my eggs and my cottage cheese, and I'm gonna enjoy. It's so peaceful out here. As I said in my last video about enjoying fire-cooked chicken wings by the river, I do enjoy my breakfast much better outdoors than at a restaurant. This is a place I can never get enough of. This is the Rocky Mountains here in Canada. It's pretty quiet here this time of year. Regardless of the time of year, I find it's really beautiful to come and visit. I will be back again in the thick of winter. I'll be here in the spring, I'll be here in the fall. I'll be here as often as I can make it. I just love it here. I can literally dance in the middle of the highway if I want to. That's how little traffic there is out here. Now this is what I call wilderness. There's grizzly bears, elk, lynx, wolves. I actually intercepted a wolf pack once right over on the other side of that mountain over there. It was a pretty amazing experience. It's pretty warm out. It's not too bad. The wind's picking up though. The wilderness is my playground. Love it out here. I'm gonna make some miles and hopefully see some more wildlife on my way. I love camping here, I love fishing here, I love dancing here, I love cooking here, I love singing here. This is one of my favorite places that I've ever been to. So this spot here, just up the river, is where one of the locals told me a really good spot to catch lake trout. I've yet to catch one day, I hope. Very peaceful out here. I'm definitely in bear country. Not entirely sure if the bears are hibernating because it's been a really mild winter so far. I'm gonna let this doe be to enjoy her meal in peace. Got a camera on her. Day 2 of my adventure, and today I took my braids out and my hair is looking gorgeous. Very low maintenance. I'm just going to put an elastic in it and I'm good to go. One of the creative things I really enjoy doing is making dream catchers out of horseshoes and antlers. So this one I'm leaving for the cleaning staff because I really love random acts of kindness. This dream catcher has spent 22 shell casings, sparkles, some stars. I painted it camo. Of course, it has this cute sparkly bird, and these green beads glow in the dark. So there's my random act of kindness for the day. Bye-bye, room 218. Excited to see what today's adventure brings. Well, I made it to one of my favorite walleye fishing spots. To start off this day, I'm going to enjoy some breakfast. I'm going to treat myself to some bacon this morning. I love this little stove I have. When I don't feel like making a fire, I can just pull out my nifty little cook stove and cook myself a decent meal. This thing was only 20 or 25 bucks. Just takes a little canister in there, and as you can see, it was super easy to light. So I'm gonna cook myself some bacon and then go down to the riverbank and check out the river for a bit. Well, I learned a valuable lesson with my cook stove. It does not want to stay lit when it's cold out. Right now it's about -7 or 8. So it's time to collect some wood and start a fire. I have a bit of a funny story I want to share with you guys. So I used to date this guy, and every time we went out camping, he insisted on spending money on firewood. And I said to him, you know, you might as well just take your money and burn it with a match. Because every time you're in nature, there is always free firewood. Sure, it takes a little bit of effort to scrounge for it, but one of the beauties about being in nature is getting out and getting some exercise. I've always been a bargain girl, and I truly believe a penny saved is a penny earned. So, why light your money on fire when you can get free firewood? That's just my theory, though. So this time I'm lucky. I don't need to build a fire pit, but I got the base of my fire built there. I got a bunch of stick stash on the table. I'm gonna get this thing lit and then continue to add some wood to it. Of course, I have my handy matches again. Hopefully I can get this going decently like last time. Not gonna lie, I find it's difficult to light a fire with a camera. There's definitely a wind today. I put a bunch of bark at the bottom here, so I'm hoping that it takes with my match. Took me a little bit to get this fire going. There's definitely something a person has to have out here, and that's patience. So I'm going to keep working on building this fire up. It's getting there. My patience has paid off. I like to build a square base and then TP the center as best as I can. So I got the fire going pretty good. And what I decided to do was do my dinner and cook it at the same time as I cook my breakfast. I had pre-made some stuffed salmon. And as you can see, the bacon is starting to have the grease solidify because it's pretty cold out here. So I'm going to get these on the fire and get them cooking. And hey, if my salmon's cold later, at least it's cooked. And all I'm going to do with the salmon is get it wrapped in foil. This won't take long to cook, that's for sure. I like to keep things as simple as possible. There's a bit of an excessive amount of foil, but that's okay. That bacon grease is finally getting hot. Hopefully that bacon gets cooked up good. I'm gonna move the salmon to the side because it's actually better to cook on the coals. But for right now, the flames are gonna do me just fine. As you can see, the bacon and salmon are coming along nicely. Well, I guess you can't really see the salmon, but the bacon's definitely getting cooked up good. Obviously, the grease is no longer solidified. And it's an added bonus, I've been able to warm up by the fire. Sun's out, the skies are blue. The temperatures are in the negative, but it's still a beautiful day. I was able to get a nice good coal bed going, so that's the better part of the fire to cook on. So I lowered the bacon and put the salmon there. And it should be good to go soon. It's cooking up real nice. Starting to look so good. Well, the bacon turned out great. Now time to check the salmon and see how it turned out. Ooh, look at that. That is absolutely perfect. Perfect for my liking anyways. I always wish you guys could smell how good this smells. Well, I'm really happy how my breakfast turned out. And just like last time, I'm gonna add some Himalayan salt and pepper and enjoy. I love lots of pepper. Not bad for a winter breakfast. I think it's time to take a shot and celebrate. A shot of something healthy, of course. So it's time to go do some exploring down at the riverbank. This is one of my favorite walleye and jackfish fishing spots. Mainly walleye because I love walleye, but I catch a lot of jackfish here too. This is actually two rivers merging together. We'll go up the riverbank a bit. Head to the spot where I love to cast my rod. Just up here on the rocks. Oh wow, look at this ice. Holy smokes. Is this ever cool? I've actually never been here in the wintertime before, so I've never seen ice piled up like this. How cool is that? Wow. It's like the river stopped flowing, but it's flowing over there, freezing over here and piling up all the ice. That is so cool. This is where I normally cast my rod. Can't wait to go ice fishing. Not here, but I can't wait. Wow, this is so neat. Well, I'm gonna take the high road. No skipping rocks out here today. It's been a really windy day here. Look at all this good firewood. Wow. See a bit more of the river flowing there. So glad the sun's out. I just can't get over these ice slabs. That is so neat. I'm gonna put my phone away and climb up this hill. And this is the view at the top of the hill. I'm gonna head under the bridge, see what's happening over here. Besides lots of graffiti. It's too bad it is so windy out. It's not really good for recording music, so I've come up with another plan. Do adventures, and when it's too windy or too cold, I can do my music in a different video. Here's the other side. Well, the river on the other side of the bridge. And as I mentioned, lots of graffiti. I know it's not good to vandalize things, but I'm always fascinated with graffiti because I love art in general. And sometimes graffiti art is really incredible. Sometimes not so much. Very interesting. It's a nice echoey place. Good place to sing down here. I mean, up here. Sure sounds interesting when a vehicle drives over the bridge, though. Can't wait to come here in the summertime and catch a lot more walleye. Time to head back to my vehicle. I'm going to head to the other side of the river and show you guys something really cool to wrap up this adventure. And as I'm walking, I wanted to share a little tip with you guys. Make sure that you have your keys tied to something nice and bright. And don't actually take them out with you when you're hiking. Because if you lose your keys to your vehicle, you are not in good shape. So put them somewhere safe and leave them behind so they're not left in the bush somewhere if you're out hiking. Because that could definitely happen, and it's happened to me. So I made it to the other side of the river. This is the forest. And there's a lot of beauty to see over here. Although there's also a lot of bears here. So I'm not going to get too carried away. I can see some human footprints left behind, which is not cool. I really dislike seeing people leave their things behind in nature. Looks like a good A-frame for cooking over, actually. So that's pretty cool. It's a beautiful spot to camp in the spring and summer, that's for sure. There's more to this side of the river I want to show you guys. So I'm going to head over there and show you something really beautiful. Okay, you guys, I am super excited to show you this. This is one of my favorite places ever to hang out. And since I opened up about my life story in my last video, this is one of the places that I came when I was homeless, and it really distracted me from the horrible situation and the things I was going through, because a stunning view like this and doing what I love, being out in nature, really made tough times a whole lot better. I don't think I would have ever found this spot if I wasn't going through what I went through. So it's really amazing up here. I'm not going to get too close to the bank. Where I was before I came up here when I was cooking was right over there on the other side of the river. So, absolutely beautiful. As you can see, it is really windy, so it is not good for recording music, that's for sure. I'll show you guys up here. Yeah, it's really unfortunate, but that is the nature of the beast. You can't control Mother Nature. Can't control how the weather's gonna be, so gotta improvise sometimes. That's part of life. I love seeing the ice in the river this time of year because, as I said before, I never did experience this in the wintertime. So this has been a really great adventure. And I love that it's winter and this sand is still soft. Deer prints. More deer. Oh, it's a good firewood. And one last peek at this stunning view. And I am going to wrap up this adventure for the day. Thank you for all those who watched this adventure. Please, again, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I really enjoy showing you guys these adventures. Gosh, is it windy! Bye for now! And one more time, I want to say thank you, Ford. My vehicle has been through so many trails, has so many kilometers on it, has been in the Rocky Mountains so many times, down so many beaten paths, and here it is still holding up. Yes, I know I need to clean my windshield. It is very filthy. But coming out of this trail from that beautiful river view, I just wanted to say thank you again, Ford. You have literally made one heck of a vehicle. for all that I've put this thing through, and it is still going. Peace, love, and rock and roll.